This is insane. Another angle, another touch, just slow-mo up, down. I mean, it's like he planned to do that.
It looked like to me like he was trying to, that thing was trying to come back up again. It started to dip and tried to come back up again. But man, oh man, that again, if that wasn't wheel stand of the weekend prize, wheel stand of the year, I don't know what else is.
And most guys usually get into that type of wheel stand. There's a point of no return. And almost every time you see it, and that's where he was at. Steve was past the point of no return. It comes down, it crashes down, sparks everywhere, and usually that's poorly bugged.
If you're building a track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture some of the best billet performance parts in the market today, from transmission conversions to custom carbon drive shafts and drive shaft adapters. We use only the highest quality materials and equipment to ensure that our parts are not only strong, but also the finest quality. Whether you're looking to improve your vehicle's performance, reliability, or durability, Autosports Engineering has the perfect solution for you.
We drive tech. We drive the industry. Going beyond the limits and advancing forward. A versatile all-in-one solution. We're here for you every step of the way. And that's why you see Fuel Tech everywhere.
Whether you're building a dedicated track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture top quality billet performance parts that cater to a wide variety of applications, from transmission conversions and custom drive shafts to valve covers. We use only the finest materials and advanced technology to produce the most reliable parts out there in order for you to achieve your goals. If you would like to find out more about our products, feel free to reach out to us at autosportsengineering@gmail.com or check out the website at autosportsengineering.com.
Weldon, pumps, regulators, filters, fueling champions.
You're watching the biggest international track race in the world, the 27th annual Haltech World Cup Finals, presented by Wiseco. Live from Maryland International Raceway.
Good morning, FloRacing. It is Courtney Enders and my counterpart, Don O'Neill, and we are here at the beautiful Maryland International Raceway for World Cup Finals. This is the race we've been waiting for all year. Don, before we get into the logistics and things that are happening, this is your first World Cup. I was baptized last year by World Cup. This is your first one. What do you think?
As soon as you turn to me, I realized, and you say this the first time, again, goosebumps, it's energy. I'm a horsepower motorsports person. And how does it feel? Look, right back there at all those people, that's how this feels. It's amazing. I don't understand some of the classes, not going to lie, but they don't understand me talking either, so I think it's a wash.
Listen, not only do we have awesome racing going on, we're going to get into that in a minute, everything that's happened on the first 3 days, but the thing I think that we need to talk about most is the heartbeat of this race. We said it again, these crowds behind here, but these teams, this is the most intense drag racing I have ever been to in my entire life, and drag racing is all that I do. So the culture here, let's talk about the culture a little bit. We got import, we got versus domestic, we got bees in our faces, but the energy of it, like, have you ever seen anything like it?
Okay, so the first day I talked about it, I went around the corner in the pits, they're booming music over there. These people are dancing, and there's a guy laying on the ground trying to change the transmission. Doesn't care, everybody's happy. They blow up an engine, they just push it off to the side and load another one in. It's crazy. I literally do not understand, but their passion and their work ethic just screams for bumper dragging action out here. I mean, we're setting world records, and look, what time is it? Look at the crowd. This is out of control.
I was just going to say, get that sheet out. Let's talk about what's going on the racetrack. World records. People watch this for the records. The weather is incredible. Give me this info on the world records yesterday.
All right, look, so O&E, Rafael Fanana, he set the world record at 560. That's all they were going for. And he says he's got more. Like, that's just crazy. And, I mean, if you want to talk about, I know, your PDRA girl, drink water, all right? 250, right? So these guys are starting up. Miller and his crew have got the racetrack together. Courtney, it is time for us to get out of here and get on track.
Listen, guys, you are not going to want to miss this. We have cars coming on the track. World Cup finals. We've been waiting all year for it. Stay tuned to FloRacing.
Not the best opening in the world.
I thought it was fine.
Here for 27th annual Haltech World Cup Finals. Presented by Wiseco, Alec Bledsoe, Conk Performance, Akibak Automotive, Silver Dollar Performance, Peasant Chat YouTube channel. The converters, JEH, all on board here for the numbers 12 and 24 qualifiers here at this current time. So Langford here on the right side, Bledsoe here in the left. Import versus domestic, Main Street style.
Oh, by the way, I'm making the decision now. There are permanent buddies up here now. They're feeding us, giving us free stuff. We like that.
Wheels up start there for Alec Bledsoe. Sets it down there for the Camaro. And here comes the Civic of Langford. Top of the racetrack, Alec Bledsoe, 8:44.5. And how about Langford with an 8:42.6? Bledsoe, if that wasn't the LT4 record, that's absolutely close. I'll have to double check with him. But Langford goes 8:42 with a 6 to go to the number 9 spot. Bledsoe to the number 11 spot. I'm going to let these guys eat their little snack here, and I'll do the announcing until then. David Chung, right side of the racetrack here, the Civic out of Charlotte, North Carolina, left side. Zachary Martin there in the GTI Coors Light side of the racetrack. As David Chung's car sounds not great. I don't know if it's not enough heat in the motor or got to make sure, again, cars are running at operating temperature. Got to make sure that oil's where it needs to be. Make sure your transmission fluid's right. Got to make sure everything from your motor is right.
Oye, categoría Main Street, que trae Chop, David Chen, vamos allá, Zachary Martin, la GTI.
Final call for Real Street Super Street. Final call for Real Street Super Street. Need you up here. Final call for Real Street Super Street. As David Chung, oh no, gonna pull over and stop, and he's gonna pull over and finally stop around the past the quarter mile. David Chung goes 9:29 with a 7 with a great pass, 164 miles an hour. He's going to go 25th. Zachary Martin goes 8:75 with a 4. And, oh, come on.
Wow, sí. Así que, gente, dale por ahí a darte una vueltita a comer. Aprovecha rapidito. Si tienes que ir al baño, rapidito aprovecha. Ahí está la gente de All Star Motorsport con sus productos, los vendors también activos. Dímelo, Tato. ¿Está todo bien? Tato Fontanes, saludito.
We do have cleanup on the racetrack there from Zachary Martin. Good news is Zachary sitting 18th in the field. Bad news is we do have cleanup on the racetrack. It sounds like it is oil. But doesn't sound like it is the worst out there, so hopefully we'll be able to get this with the rotator and the static drag, and there is cleanup up at the top end of the racetrack also. So, tough break, but Zachary Martin. And it is confirmed that is Zachary Martin's second offense. He had cleanup from him yesterday, cleanup from him again, and the call is he has been disqualified. Again, Zachary Martin being DQ'd after a second cleanup from him.
Oye, mi gente, para que le avisen al Zachary Martin que queda descualificado del evento. Ya es la segunda vez que comete rotura. Así que para los fanáticos de los Volkswagen tienen una baja en este weekend.
So like I said earlier, racers got to make sure everything is buttoned down nice and tight. And this is the second cleanup from Zachary Martin. And Zachary Martin is officially being disqualified from the event for a full track cleanup here, plus the cleanup from yesterday that we had from him. That is his second offense.
If you're building a track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture some of the best billet performance parts in the market today, from transmission conversions to custom carbon drive shafts and drive shaft adapters. We use only the highest quality materials and equipment to ensure that our parts are not only strong, but also the finest quality. Whether you're looking to improve your vehicle's performance, reliability, or durability, Autosports Engineering has the perfect solution for you.
We drive tech. We drive the industry. Going beyond the limits and advancing forward. A versatile all-in-one solution. We're here for you every step of the way. And that's why you see fuel tech everywhere.
Whether you're building a dedicated track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture top quality billet performance parts that cater to a wide variety of applications, from transmission conversions and custom drive shafts to valve covers. We use only the finest materials and advanced technology to produce the most reliable parts out there in order for you to achieve your goals. If you would like to find out more about our products, feel free to reach out to us at autosportsengineering@gmail.com or check out the website at autosportsengineering.com.
Weldon, pumps, regulators, filters, fueling champions.
You're watching the biggest international drag race in the world, the 27th Annual Haltech World Cup Finals, presented by Wiseco. Live from Maryland International Raceway.
You put fluid on the track once, whether it's a drop or an oil down, one or the other, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's water or oil or trans fluid or anything. Any fluid at all gets on the racetrack. The first time you will get one official warning, and it will be only one official warning. You leak a second time, you are done for the weekend. It doesn't matter if you're running all motor or Outlaw versus Extreme or anywhere between, guys. We don't have time for repetitive oil downs. Your car has an issue. Park it for the weekend. Don't ruin it for everyone else. You put oil, water, trans fluid, or any other fluid on the racetrack one time, you will given one and only one warning. Not 2 warnings, not 3 warnings, not 4 warnings. 1. You leak a second time, you are parked and done for the weekend. We got a lot of racers here. We have a lot of fans that want to see the show. And we're not going to clean up oil downs multiple times from the same car. Not going to happen. We're going to park you for the weekend. So make sure those valve cover caps are on, drain plugs are tight, hose clamps are on, and no fluids are coming out of your cars, guys. We can't keep cleaning up all these oil downs. Park it for the weekend if your car's not right. Don't show up and test and tune here at the World Cup Finals. Test and tune at the other races, not here. Make sure your cars are right. We know carnage happens, and that's why you get the 1 pass. But it happens once, you get the 1 warning. It happens a second time, you are done. It doesn't matter if you're #1 qualifier in Oliver's Extreme or you're running a dead last class qualifier in our all-motor category. It does not matter. Any class, any driver, 1 warning, second time, disqualification, no ifs, ands, or buts. It doesn't matter who you are, guys. Come on, we cannot keep cleaning up 2 or 3 oil downs for the same car. Not going to happen at the World Cup.
All right, thank you, Jason, as we are getting ready to continue the cleanup here. All right, also, ladies and gentlemen, reminder that your Manly hard cards must clearly be visible at all times when you're out there on the starting line. So the Manly hard card enforcers, they must be able to clearly see your Manly hard card at all times while you're at the starting line. So please make sure you keep them visible. We know it's a little cold out there, but please keep your Manly hard cards visible so the officials can clearly see that you have that. And folks, that is our jet truck, our jet dryer, up here in the left-hand lane. Unfortunately, one that is necessary. So unfortunately, Zachary Martin has been disqualified from the World Cup. All right, so, man.
Bueno, mi gente, en arroz habichuela les voy a explicar lo que acaba de decir Jason Miller. Oye, para todas, y esto aplica para todas las categorías, no para los all motor, solamente para todas las categorías sin excepción. Rompe una vez el vehículo, con una vez que rompa tienes un solo warning a la que rompa por segunda vez, lamentablemente queda fuera del evento. Tienes un solo warning si rompe una vez, si rompes por segunda vez, automáticamente derechito para el trailer a ver las carreras.
All right, so once again, folks, we get this cleaned up, taken care of as quickly as we can to get back to racing as quickly as we can. So, you good over there, Higgs? He's all right. I don't have to call Beth, do I? Okay. I think it was so good he wants to enjoy it twice. Anyway. So we're gonna get this clear taken care of, and like I said, we are gonna get back to it as quickly as we can. But again, folks, now's a good time. Go get your WCF merch. Check out the huge vendor Midway. Get yourself something to eat, something to drink from the Hot Rods Diner. And be ready to go here. Again, we'll get this clean taken care of as quickly as we possibly can. So we're going to Go back to commercial break. We'll be right back.
Line of VP's high-performance products online at vpracingfuels.com.
Be sure to visit the O-Star Motorsports booth. They offer premium performance parts brands like Donor Rotor, Arius, CP, Araya, PPG, Fuel Injector Clinic, Drive Shaft Shop, and many more. When you buy from O-Star Motorsports, you can count on your parts getting delivered quickly and at the right price. Whether you're here in the States or abroad, you have a shop of your own and need a parts distributor? Visit their booth and ask them about dealer accounts. O-Star is a veteran-owned company with over 15 years of experience in the performance racing industry. Guys you can trust when it comes to quality service and the right parts. Swing by their booth today.
Over 80 years, Wiseco has been a leader in performance automotive piston. As the official piston of World Cup Final, they know exactly what it takes to make your engine reach its full potential. Whether your Hall motor, under booster, tonight, Wiseco has you covered. With its extensive lineup of off-the-shelf and custom pistons, visit wiseco.com or swing by the Wiseco booth on River Road to learn more.
King Engine Bearings invites you to experience their revolutionary high-performance line of race bearings. King's groundbreaking XPC bearings offer the unique PMAX Coat polymer coating, which protects your build from wear, oil starvation, and metal-to-metal contact, all with no added thickness. Stop by the vendor midway to meet the King team and learn more about King's Science of Speed, a race-proven foundation for success.
Brandis Racing is the go-to for all your stick shift needs. If you're building a car or drag car, the strongest H-pattern transmission possible, we have it covered. Brandis Racing is the home of the first H-pattern car to run 6 seconds in the quarter mile. Brandis Racing is a Tremec elite dealer and the largest stocking warehouse for Tremec transmissions on the East Coast, with over 400 transmissions in stock ready to ship. This means quick turnaround to get you up and running sooner. We keep both factory Tremec transmissions and upgraded Magnums, good for extreme horsepower. Brandis Racing specializes in drivetrain. We take pride in having the best technical knowledge and superior customer support. We stock a wide variety of clutches, clutch hydraulic system components, and all the other parts you need to get you banging gears sooner. Our knowledge and innovation is proven through our racing program. All our parts are tested and proven durable on the racetrack. Brandis Racing is also direct with almost every major manufacturer, from Tremec to Precision Turbo, Holland, Tilted, McLeod, Fire, the drive shaft shop. Stock only the best parts and put together a package that will outperform your expectations. Visit us on the web at 8pattern.com.
O&J Performance, the performance solution for all your racing needs. With a large inventory of tested products for import and domestic, there's something available for every racer. Stop by our showroom, 1505 Damon Avenue, Kissimmee, 34744. Contact our experienced sales team, 407-944-0064. Purchase online 24/7, www.ojperformance.com. Connect with us on social media at OJ Performance. With fast shipping, domestic, worldwide, your parts will arrive fast to get you back to racing. We're running a WCF special this week. Make sure to contact us for more details.
More than a decade, Ramey Racing has been in business providing customers with a go-to high-performance solution in the Honda racing scene. Racers around.
All right, Mean Street, Super Street, Mean Street, Super Street. Listen up, guys. Make sure these runs are clean, guys. The only way we have any shot at getting y'all a fourth session. Mean Street, Super Street. Make these runs count. We need pairs on the track, not tractors. The only way we'll be able to get a fourth session, and we're going to lose daylight time quick. We're going to lose track time quick. Keep it together, guys. We could end on 3 sessions for your classes, guys. We want to get you 4 in, but it's all up to you guys.
in the world are choosing Ramey Racing's in-house machine product because of their strength, durability, and dependability. Track tested and race proven to get racers to the winner's circle every time. Ramey Racing specializes in B, K, H, and F Series engines. We carefully select products that are race proven and provide superior value to the customer. Engines are built and assembled at our own facility in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Check out what we have on display. Our staff, head over to RameyRacing.com. A full selection of high-performance
Years of experience and home of the world record Honda Civic. It's no wonder that racing is the worldwide go-to for everything Honda and corporate car. If you like quality race-proven and superior customer service you can trust, I suggest you head over to the Speed Factory Racing booth and speak with one of their friendly representatives about your retail and wholesale needs. Speed Factory is located on the Upper Vendor Midway near the Diamond. Be sure to grab some dressed-up apparel while you're here and check them out online. www.speedfactoryracing.net.
Nations Motorsport. You find all your basic speed and performance before machine.
Well, no, I can hear the gas. I just don't hear the tick, tick, tick.
We'll walk-in retail store in Kissimmee, Florida, or order online with carry over 150 brands. Area, AP, Haltech, Machine Clutch, FBS, Speed Factory, Suspension Turbo, Grand Horse fittings, and way more. We also have several products. Later with no money down. No money. And take your bike with you. We also have a whole mechanical facility for all you. Contact us at our website, motorsport.com. Our location in Michigan, Florida. Call us 407.
Well, like we were saying earlier, Crash Shop Main Street and Real Street, Super Street. I know we talked about one, now we're talking about both here. Make sure everything is buttoned down and ready to go. Locked down, double check it, triple check it, quadruple check it. If you're sitting back in the lanes, you got nothing to do, take a look over, make sure that sheet is good to go. I know you guys think nothing's going to happen, but just double check everything. Right now, you guys are going to be in danger of potentially losing that second qualifier today if we continue to have the carnage that we've had. I know we talked about Super Street earlier, but we're having Main Street being added now to that because, second pair down.
Right, exactly. All motor, perfect.
Yep.
Handled it perfectly.
All motor, you guys are great. But we're not trying to scold you guys, but we also are trying to let you guys know we have a lot of racing action to go. We have a lot of other racers here that are on property. And we want to make sure that everybody is able to get the track time they have. So, again, it's possible you guys may only get the 3 qualifier. So, again, help us help you type of situation. We're going to do the best we can to try to get you guys that extra qualifier, but we need y'all to help us out here for us to make sure we can get that 4th qualifier in. If it doesn't seem right, smell right, look right, feel right, pull it off the side quickly and safely as you possibly can. Going from the 60-foot all the way down to the sand trap and you're putting something down the racetrack is going to add a lot of extra time that we don't necessarily need. It's going to put us behind and push everything else back. So help us help you, and we're going to try to do everything that we can for you all the racers that are here that have made these trips to get out here, for themselves, the race teams that they've brought with them, family, and of course for all the fans here. Fans love to see race cars go down the racetrack. I love to announce race cars going down the racetrack. Fabian, Kiketa, Jose, we like talking about race cars going down the racetrack.
Absolutely.
We can't do a whole lot with tractors that are cleaning up. We want to give everybody love and attention that they deserve. We try to give everybody the same amount of airtime the best that we can. We like to give you guys that opportunity, but we need y'all's help in order to do so. So again, help us help you type of situation here. Double check everything. Doesn't seem right, smell right, look right, feel right, pull up to the side. Quick and safe as you can. A large chunk of you guys have been able to do that, and we really appreciate that. But there is a handful of drivers that have not done that, and it has caused us to have 30-minute long cleanups, and it adds a lot of extra unnecessary time to a race day that is already, we know, going to be a long day. So once again, help us help you. But that final qualifier for today could be in danger if we have a lot of excess downtime today.
We help you achieve your goals with the right parts and support. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and our YouTube channel to see way more. Come by our booth today, show us you follow us, and get a free gift. We're located in the vendor booth's second lane.
At Platinum General Construction Services Incorporated, we offer multi-trade, commercial, and industrial construction services. We provide construction management services, new construction, interior and exterior renovations, building repairs, and maintenance services. With over 20 years of experience in the industrial and commercial services, we are a sound choice for all your construction needs. Visit us at www.pgsgeneral.com and contact us for all your commercial and industrial construction needs.
Red Eye Race Cars build state-of-the-art cars for passionate drivers. We're a one-stop chassis shop for all your racing needs. As experienced race car builders, we understand the importance of safety along with power and work closely with our clients to create customized solutions, giving them a competitive edge on the track. Customers have come to rely on this expertise and experience that Red Eye Race Cars team brings to their car build and racing programs. Red Eye Race Cars handcrafted cars, custom race car builders, and trackside services showcase the innovative spirit and depth of knowledge required to stay ahead of the competition in the ever-growing and highly competitive.
Drivers on the pad, make sure you are suited and ready to go. Drivers on the pad, make sure you are suited and ready to go. Drivers on the pad, make sure you are suited and ready to go. We're just about ready for the restart. So drivers on the pad, make sure you are suited and ready to go.
Heat in the motor.
But heat in the motors, huh?
I do have a little to go number one, but I'm worried about keeping it together and not putting anything on that track now. Getting all this heat from, Jason about putting something on the track, man. It got me sweating now, man. I want to go fast. I want to go 8.0, some 790s with this LSA, but, man, I really want to go rounds, go number one. I want that trophy more than I want anything.
Folks, stick by. Rick's going to try to go to the pole.
All right. As we are ready to rock and roll once again, we've had almost 40 cars take time here in the Drive Shaft Shop Mean Street category. Adrian Alicia will sit here in the water box waiting patiently for Joanna Akiabelli. We'll be coming around the corner there with the Mustang in just a moment out of Shelby, Michigan. As she goes the water box here now. At 1320 check out here looking like a street car. Whipple Supercharger Lethal Performance Ignite Racing Fuel is going to be on board here. Adrian Alicia, right side of the racetrack, Super Tech Fuel Injector Clinic going to be on board here, along with Run BC for the 2020 Supra. A90 here on the Napa side. Adrian Alicia currently sits number 5 of the field as Joanna Akiabelli right now outside looking in. Akiabelli right now outside looking in. Nita trying to get into the top 32. The bump spot you see up on the board at 13:56 for the 7, held by Andrew Fernandez, who hasn't made a full pull yet. I'll be honest with you, I don't think if you're in the 8, unless you're in the 8-second zone, and that's a mid-8s, you're not going to be comfortable with where you're sitting at. As pre-stage beams on there for Acciabelli, is Adrian Alicia.
Starter Jimmy Howard said, all right, Adrian, we ain't got time for this, so let's go. All right, along with, he moved forward like 5 feet, then he stopped again.
I don't know what Jimmy was calling. Anyway, top of the racetrack here for Joanna Acciabelli, 8:49.
Nice.
7:168. I think she'll be comfortable with that hit as Joanna will going to smoke up the top end out of her car.
All right.
Actually, I think that might be some of the white powder that was down. She'll go 13th of the field here.
Now here's Adrian.
Adrian Alicia here on the Napa side of the racetrack. D24 under the hood here for the Supra. Well, we'll see what the Supra can do.
Viene Adrián Alicea, Main Street Drag Track Cup. Vamos arriba, gente.
There he goes, 148 short time, top of the racetrack. But at 8:36.71.
Bad lap there for Adrian, but we'll stay number 5 here.
Assistant Chief Starter Mikey K, hold him up there for just a moment. See the ladies of the World Cup Finals down there on the starting line. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Vamos allá. Carlos Pérez, Honda Power por el derecho. Justin Brasil en la Mazda 3. La Mazda Speed 3. Corriendo en la zona de los 8-8. Cualificando hasta el momento en la posición número 21. Así que no se duerman con el Mazda.
Carlos Perez right side here out of Florida in the Civic. Left side, Justin Brazel, the Mazda Speed 3 out of New Hampshire. Position turbo going to be on board here for the Brazel machine. Perez outside looking in. Brazel on 882 earlier. And now improvement for him, but Perez, no. I think Perez has still got enough. He's not going to have enough roll. I don't think he's going to improve much on that 19-second pass, but he will go at 13:27. So no outside looking in, really no improvement.
So he's one of the ones that's kind of the hope that we get to that final session this afternoon. And Justin Brazel, 882. Say that south end if we get to that final session this afternoon.
I'm kind of with you. I think it could make it, but
I wouldn't be
it's
completely comfortable.
Right.
I wouldn't get comfortable with it. Exactly. As next up, Richard Crawford, who made the highlight reel a couple years ago when the rear end got completely ripped out of the back of that car. Norris Prianto out of Chantilly, Virginia, the A90 Supra. The right side, Norris not in at the present moment.
Vamos allá, Import versus Domestic. Norris Prianto por el derecho. Al izquierdo.
Here's Crawford. Turn the number 2 spot at 8:12 with a 3. Top end of the racetrack. Crawford 8:02 picked up a 10. My goodness, at 168 miles an hour.
Richard Crawford letting everybody know the Pontiac is going to go to the top here of the leaderboard over Steven Zigrave. Zigrave will drop the number 2 spot. North Brown, he bumps himself into the moment, but we know that E90 Supra's got a lot more left in it.
Especially when you name Norris Prianto.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Collins, the left side, Lamont Furnace, Pennsylvania, currently 18th at 875, and then 1990 Eagle Talent. Who's he got, Higgs?
Jason Flesher here right side out of Illinois, the 03 Evo 8 with Boost Performance Precision Turbo on board here. He's another guy outside looking at it right now. Only 36 on the sheet. He hasn't made a full pull yet. Let's see here if that Evo can do so. He needs to try to make it happen here. You never know what's going to happen this evening. So far looking good out there. Evo 8, straight as an arrow, top of the racetrack, 841 with a 7 for Jason Flesher. That should be good enough to get him in the field, 175 miles an hour. Kevin Collins, it's a 15-second reaction time, but it doesn't matter. The clock doesn't start until he leaves. Top of the racetrack here for Collins in the Eagle Talent, 881 with a 1. Top of the racetrack, 157 miles an hour.
Oye, subiendo a la posición número 9, Jason Fletcher en el Evo 8 se ranqueó. MR2 por el izquierdo, Honda Civic por el derecho, Mark Performance en la casa. Guñifat, Gato Performance, respaldando a la Civic.
Next pair here on the start line is going to be Sean Robinson, the MR2 out of Canada, left side of the racetrack. Right side, that's going to be Derek Martin coming out of Colorado. 92 Civic, B18 power under the hood there for the Apex Turbo. Eat Sleep Race Machine, currently sitting 7th in the field. Robinson to his left, currently sitting 18th with that MR2. Off Main Street, picking up a little bit here. So far looking good for both drivers. The MR2 starting to pull around. Top end 8:19 with an O.
Wow.
Derek Martin to an 8:54.5 for Robinson. Best pass of the weekend for both drivers. And Martin will skyrocket to number 4 as Robinson will go to the number 16 spot.
Uy, gozando Derek Martin, dímelo Mark Performance, subiendo a la posición número 4 con 8:19. Se ranqueó Honda Power.
Jimmy DeVilla coming up the right side here, the 97 Civic out of Wisconsin, as he'll sit to the right of Michael Bonney there, the 2020 E90 Super out of Connecticut, as they sit 21st and 17th in the field right now. I think DeVilla, 8:59, pretty comfortable. 8:80 for the 3 there for Bonney for his best pass so
That's
far.
borderline.
I think he'll be okay, but it's not one I would be comfortable with. As DeVilla is going to leave Bonney. Nice lead for this car. The Supra might be the best pass. 8:54 with a 3 there for DeVilla. Bonney, 8:23 with a 9, baby, for the Supra. That is a number I won't be comfortable with. He'll go to the number 6 spot.
Oh, absolutely. He said, I see your 8. He goes 8:23, number 6 on the qualifying ranks. Big bump Jamie DeVilla down to 17. May not sound like that big of a deal, but remember, only the top 16 get lane choice round 1 tomorrow morning. Our next pair up will be Muhammad Aglin, left side at Hamden, Connecticut. He is in the 9th spot at 8:40. That's Daniel Calderon out of Clinton, Maryland. He is not in the program, so he's got to get in on this session or hope that we get to session 5 this afternoon.
Buscando cualificar Daniel Calderón por el derecho, posicionándose en la posición número 38. Tiene que apretar Lindy Bello. Mahmoud Aglan en la posición número 9.
Calderon in La Coca coming up the right side of the racetrack. B-Series power, not enough heat in the motor for either driver.
Both of them. All right, so they're trying to keep it going. They're trying. So Aglin, I believe, 9th spot. I think he's solidly in, and Calderon, he's got the hope for that final session.
Yeah, Calderon trying to see if he can win it here at the home track, but I mean, he puts up a 22, so technically it's better than what he's got, but Calderon really needs to have that final session. That car can make this field, but he needs some luck.
Mira qué bonito el burnout. Se tiró el Supra con Jesse Izaguirre. Carril izquierdo Chuck Comforter en la Civic. Rolo Tuning.
Right side of the racetrack in the Supra. That is Jesse Izaguirre coming out of Charleston, South Carolina. SuperTech fuel injector clinic machine here sits 14th in the field. Chad Carpenter, he's not comfortable at all. He sits 30th at a 988.6 with that 92 B Series powered Civic. He needs to get a full pull here. He needs to go in the 8s and hope that that's still going to be good enough. Right now, the bump spot held by Mike Kovanovic with 11:39.2. Matt Ryan and Chad Carpenter there first in the 9-second zone, but he's only in 30. Not enough heat in the motor for Carpenter, so he will not be happy. Izaguirre, though, on a full pull. Top of the racetrack goes 8:44 to 6. A little bit of an improvement there for the Izaguirre machine, and Carpenter makes a full pull at 158, goes at 12:84. That would have probably been, it would have been a decent pass if he would have been able to get it to leave, but yeah, not going to be happy at all.
Mike Ivanovic, the man on the bubble out of Muskogee, Illinois, that 2021 Supra, and Rob Ryan. Now, Rob, he's one of these guys, I'm shocked he's at the bottom half of the ladder. See, that's Adriana Noonan out in front of the car. Point him in. So again, both these guys, bottom half.
Bien, cualificando número 32, el carril izquierdo con el Toyota Supra, Robert Reinen. Cualificando 26, tienen que apretar mejor la Civic, no te dejes. Fuel Injector Clinic, activo. Dímelo Easy Precision Balancing.
Three-stage beams on there for the Reinen machine, and now Kavanovic going to join him there. As both drivers going at the same time, lights going to come down. Not enough heat in the motor there for Reinen, and the Supra trying to get through the gears, but it's not looking good, and going to run a half-hearted run. So Kavanovic will stay on the bump spot here. Goes 12.09 with a 2 as Reinen will coast it on down. Both those drivers going to need that last qualifier. Reinen's car fell
Vamos a ver, nos vamos con duelo de Honda.
Reinen's car fell flat on its face there again. Name of the game, heat in the motor. As your next pair coming up here, Hurley Santos here at Napa's side of the racetrack. As his Civic outside looking in Lakuka Racing here, the 94 Honda Civic out of North Chesterfield, Virginia. He sits 37th. Andrew Fernandez on the far side there. Jockey Racing Machine. His B-Series powered Civic is 36th in the field.
Oye, buscando cualificar ambos autos, cualificando 37 el derecho, 36 el izquierdo, Andrew Fernández, Jockey Racing, Early Santos por el derecho, RD en la casa.
Early Santos with a full pull here can easily put himself in the top 10 if he can get it down. Nope, not enough heat in the motor for either import. As Hernandez makes it barely to the 60 foot and Santos gets it rolling again.
Problemita en el carril izquierdo y derecho, se va suavecito Early Santos. Andrew Fernández se detiene inteligentemente.
You got to make sure you got the cars warmed up and ready to go. When they fall flat on its face like that, chances are it's not enough heat. Everything's not up to operating temp. And just for funsies, looks like Fernandez is going to make a full pull, goes 146 miles an hour with a 38-second pass at $146. One of these two things don't belong, and here we are. Jason Osborne, he's in the field right now. He's got enough heat in the motor based on the burn out there. Number 8 qualifier, 8:35.0. Bradley Dillon will be the Dodge Neon there on the left side of the racetrack.
Oye, buscando cualificar. Bradley Dillon en el Dodge SRT4. Carril derecho Honda Civic con Jason Osborne. Cualificando número 8 con 8.35. Oye, mi gente, el mejor récord del Dodge SRT4 es de 8.20. Así que pendiente que puede mejorar. Ahora buscando cualificar.
Bradley Dillon's been on the 7s in multiple different platforms, and he's trying to see if he can put the Neon into the 7s. And if he's able to pull it off, he can go to the number 1 spot. I think right now, Bradley Dillon probably going to play it smart, just try to get a full pull in and try to put himself up towards the top of the board here. And we'll see what happens with Bradley Dillon here in the Neon. Left side of the racetrack, Osborne, right side of the Civic. He sits 8th, he's pretty comfortable. This is more data than anything else for his machine. Out of Mechanicsville, the local man. Maryland versus Virginia on the start line, import on import. With Bradley Dillon, he had the heat, and that thing just kept spinning there, that front tire. Osborne on a nice pass. Top of the racetrack, Jason Osborne, 8:25.0 for Osborne. He'll move up the leaderboard a little bit as Bradley Dillon, he's coasting out there to a 16:23. He's going to need that last qualifier. Bradley Dillon's going to have to throw the kitchen sink at it later tonight if we can get that qualifier in. Osborne, actually, he stays number 8. No improvement for him.
Oye, nos vamos con Norman Salgado por el carril izquierdo, Filipense 4-13.
Todo lo puedo en Cristo que me fortalece. Norman en el carril izquierdo. Le toca contra la pick-up.
La pick-up de Steven, papá. La Tacoma se ve muy bien. Me voy con el mío. Me voy con el mío.
Norman Salgado left side out of Puerto Rico, the 2000 Honda Civic with Master Motorsports on board right side. He was number 1 coming to the qualifier. Now he's number 2. Steven Zigray, the Tacoma 2JZ powered out of New Hampshire. Salgado, he's currently sitting number 23 with 883. Again, trying to get a little bit of improvement there to make himself more comfortable. Striking the tires there is Zigray. Salgado giving it a shot out of it by the 8, as Zigray will go 872 with a 3. Salgado, he's only going to muster a 1047.2 at the top end. Started strong. Started strong, ended poorly for the Salgado machine. He'll sit 23rd. As Emmanuel Santiago right there, the 200SX out of Bayshore, New York. Left side of the racetrack, that is going to be Max Duran. 95 Civic B-Series powered machine out of Canada.
Oye, Manuel Santiago, boricua, por el carril derecho en el Nissan Junior Alaví. Max Durán por el Honda Power. Así que tremenda batalla. Honda versus Nissan. Tremendo duelo. Ha corrido en la zona de los 8.98 en el derecho, cualificando 25.
Full stage lights on, lights are down. Santiago is pulling away. Enough heat in the motors from both drivers here. Here comes Duran, top of the racetrack. 9:09 with a 4 for Santiago, 8:46.4 for Duran. And it's got some smoke up at the top end, but it looks like probably turbo smoke. It's dissipating pretty quickly.
Bien, salió muy bien todo. De hecho, 9-0 para el Nissan.
I need Mickey Dump's Tires Outlaw versus Extreme to lanes 1 and 2, please, for your fourth qualifier. Mickey Dump's Tires Outlaw versus Extreme to 1 and 2. Mickey Dump's Tires Outlaw versus Extreme, lanes 1 and 2.
Oye, vayan bajando categoría. Mickey Thompson, Aula versus Extreme al carril 1 y 2. 1 y 2. Aula versus Extreme, categoría Aula versus Extreme 1 y 2. Vamos allá, la plomera por el carril derecho, mi panita Eliezer Román, la World Faster de 16, Single Can, versus Samuel Cruz en el número 2, Cruz Motorsport. Cualificando número 19 con 8.60 el izquierdo y buscando cualificar el Eliezer Román.
Here we go, Samuel Cruz, Eliezer Román. They got weird clean and green. And MR2 trying to catch it. There goes the Civic. Top end of the racetrack. How about it? Hello, 811, 155.
8-11 para la plomera, 155 millas, 1.39 los 60 pies y 5.33 al octavo de milla. Iba que parte Eliezer Román
en la plomera.
Oye, seguimos activos, la gente de G4 Transmission que están por ahí activos, dímelo negro, también los muchachos de Easy Precision Balance, dímelo Elliot Burgos, saluditos por ahí los que están activos. Así que vienen por ahí ya mismito los matatanes de los 5 segundos, gente, categoría Mickey Thompson, Aula versus String. Así que esto promete, ahí se estableció récord con Nati Racing de 5.60 a 261 millas. Así que pendiente a eso.
¿Y sabes qué, Coqueto? Nos dijeron que van en busca de esos 5-5 en el día de hoy. ¿Pasará?
Uy.
Ustedes van a ser parte de la historia ya mismo.
Pendiente a eso. Oye, y ayer lo agitaron mucho y despertó el Cuco. Carl Brunet estableciendo récord de 5.82 a 242 millas para un 4 cilindros. A rayo. Cómodamente con un pase de 193 millas con 7.21 para la Bárbara. Así que de verdad se rankearon. muy bueno lo que ha sido esta ronda en el día de cualificación. Motorsport.
Rúmbalo, Helio.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, remember racers, if you do oil down the racetrack, you are given one official warning from the MIR and MVP officials, but a second oil down will result in a disqualification from the event. So make sure you're checking over your cars thoroughly before every run, after every run. Doing that. All right, so break. We will be right back.
Competitive outlaw style drag racing.
EMS Performance has been a leader in the automotive aftermarket for over 20 years, providing record-breaking solutions for the world's fastest track-built Nissan GTRs, Lamborghini.
Haltech World Cup brings out all kinds of racers, even the ones that own racetracks. Victor Alvarez, you're up here hanging out. I understand you haven't had the best World Cup experience.
I always have bad luck here. I don't know what it is. Anytime I come up here, I just break all my stuff. But it's a great race. We have a great time, so we always come.
And now we're going to load all our stuff up, and I'm going to see you in a few weeks.
Yeah, so we'll see you in a couple weeks for the Snowbird Outlaw Nationals. I'm pretty excited about that one. That one I get to go back to work. No driving for me. But that's a great race. I'm really excited for it. We've got 52 of the baddest Pro Mod cars in the world locked in. A lot of cookies on the line, and everybody's going to come out swinging for the fences.
Now, I heard a rumor that you talked to God. We got the weather dialed up for that weekend. It's going to be beautiful. Everybody needs to make a trip to Bradenton before PRI, everything else. Get some fun in the sun in Florida.
It's the best way to end the year. We're going to set records. Everybody's going to, like I said, swing for the fences. Conditions are usually just insane that time of year. Wade Rich will have the track on kill, him and the crew. It's one of the best events, and we have the best night of fire that I've ever been a part of on Saturday of the Snowbirds. I mean, it's a really good event, family fun. Like, there's something for everyone. Great classes. We do small tire stuff, Pro Mod stuff, junior dragsters. We have bikes. I mean, you name it, we got it.
Well, I, for one, have been watching social media, Facebook, and I don't know who you went and stole the chef from, but the food that you guys have been posting up on social media on the race weekends has really piqued my interest when the Snowbirds roll around.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on everything at Bradenton, including the food. My brother is actually taking over the concessions and doing a great job. The menu is great. The food is great, always fresh and on point. I mean, anything that we can improve, we try. I mean, we try to pretend or act like as if what would we want when we go to a racetrack, and that's what we try to give everyone.
Well, Victor, you have been dumping money in. You've got a lot of huge events coming up in the next 5 months.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you just, like, separate them with everything you have going on?
Honestly, I just got a great crew. We got great sponsors, and we got great racers. And it's tiring, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of work. All of our crew works nonstop on all of these events behind the scenes. We have meetings all the time. We're always working on things, but when you're doing the event and the lanes are full, the stands are full, and everyone's smiling, everyone's having a good time, you get re-energized for the next one.
So let me help me out. I think I got this right. All right, so we got Snowbirds.
Yep.
We got U.S. Street Nationals. Yep. Then we got, I think you're going to stick Sick Week in there somewhere. Yep. We got World Series of Pro Mod.
You skipped one. You skipped one.
What?
Pro Superstar Shootout before World Series of Pro Mod.
Pro Superstar Shootout, then World Series of Pro Mod,
yep.
and
There's
then
a couple other little things in there too.
But I mean, I have no idea. Like, I have no idea you're doing it.
The moral of the story is October to March. If you like racing, you need to be at Bradenton October to March. That's when we get popping. It's crazy.
Folks, you heard it right there from the man himself, Flow Drag Racing, Bradenton Motorsports Park, Victor Alvarez. We got all types of racing coming for you, closing out 23 and screaming through 24. Back to you guys in the truck.
But again, we thank all the great folks at Haltech Engine Management System for their continued support on the World Cup Finals. They're actually working in here. But also appreciate you guys, all that you do for us. And again, visit them on the web. Find them on Facebook. Yes, I will take Australian candy. Thank you very much, Haltech, and all the folks here. And how about you fans in the grandstands? Again, how many fans out here, you're here for your very first World Cup? Show of hands. All right, so. All right, how about a big round of applause real quick for the lovely ladies of the World Cup Finals. How are you, ladies? Oh, man, they're ignoring me. All right, so again, we'll be back to race here in just a couple of minutes. The ladies of the World Cup out there, Terrence Belton all the way from Jersey, the official photographer of the XDA Motorcycle Drag Racing Series. By show of hands, who's coming back tomorrow for final elimination? Who's coming back tomorrow? That should be everybody. All right. Who's coming back next year? Show of hands. Who's coming back next year? Okay. Who wants my job? One guy. Well, we are hiring here at Maryland International Raceway. Go to GoRaceEmpire.com. Look out for the on the website and the Facebook page for the job fair in the month of March. Usually the second weekend in March, we usually have that job fair. Look out that at the beginning of the year. Again, like I said, next weekend at MIR, a week from today, we'll have the rescheduled Ford Fever Classic. Then on next Sunday, November the 12th, we'll have the Fall Performance Swap Meet and Test and Tune. And we have the foot brake, Big Money foot brake race November 17th to the 19th, and we'll close out the season on Sunday, November 26th for the final test and tune of the 2023 season. Aaron putting heat in the motors back there. Moments away from the restart. All right. Minutes away here. All right, MIR, you guys ready to go back racing? Let me hear you out there. Who's ready to go back racing? All right. All right, so Michael Pasculo and Don Pettinger, their next pair, ready for the restart.
Bien, seguimos con la categoría Dry Chop Main Street. El Subaru por el derecho. Tom Pottinger versus Michael Pausilio. En la GTI.
Alrighty. As here we go, Paculo and Don Pettinger.
Viene, vamos a ver Subaru versus Volkswagen en esta categoría Main Street, categoría de Dry Chop Top.
Yeah, right now, Michael's in the 25 spot. Don Pettinger, number 29. I wouldn't be very comfortable those positions, but again, that final qualifier this afternoon, that's dependent upon how this morning's session goes. And not enough heat in those motors.
Sácasela, Dios mío. Wow. Vamos a verificar que esté todo de show, mi gente. Y tienes problemas con tu máquina, dale suave o si no, pégate a la valla. Dímelo, Rafa. Te puso los espejuelos de gafa.
All right, so waiting to get the all clear from the officials down top end. Remember, drivers, if something don't feel right, sound right, smell right, look right, please pull over and stop.
Oye, gracias a la gente de Precision Turbo que están ahí activos con las turbinas, productos, camisas, hoodies activados. Así que pasa por la carpa de Precision Turbo. Pregunta por Eugene.
Here he goes. Brianna Smelts. There she goes. Continue improving at 843. Gonna be close. Top end of the racetrack. 882. Not quite. 136.
882. 136 millas para la Civic pasando.
All right, so waiting to give you all clear from the officials on track. And we'll be back right here in a little bit. Again, like we said, folks, this is drivers. This is what we're talking about here. If we keep having these types of issues, that final qualifier may be in jeopardy, especially for the Mean Street category.
If you're building a track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture some of the best billet performance parts in the market today, from transmission conversions to custom carbon drive shafts and drive shaft adapters. We use only the highest quality materials and equipment to ensure that our parts are not only strong, but also the finest quality. Whether you're looking to improve your vehicle's performance, reliability, or durability, Autosports Engineering has the perfect solution for you.
We drive tech. We drive the industry. Going beyond the limits and advancing forward. A versatile all-in-one solution. We're here for you every step of the way. And that's why you see Fuel Tech everywhere.
Whether you're building a dedicated track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture top quality billet performance parts that cater to a wide variety of applications, from transmission conversions and custom drive shafts to valve covers. We use only the finest materials and advanced technology to produce the most reliable parts out there in order for you to achieve your goals. If you would like to find out more about our products, feel free to reach out to us at autosportsengineering@gmail.com or check out the website at autosportsengineering.com.
Weldon, pumps, regulators, filters, fueling champions.
You're watching the biggest international drag race in the world, the 27th Annual Haltech World Cup Finals, presented by Wiseco. Live from Maryland International Raceway.
We see them.
Bueno, acaban de informar, mi gente, el auto que corrió en el carril derecho, por no hacer las indicaciones correctas, detenerse ni nada, ha sido baneado de por vida aquí en el evento de World Cup Final. Así que fue la indicación que zumbaron aquí. Así que, mi gente, los corredores, hacer sus medidas de seguridad a tiempo, detenerse cuando tienen que hacerlo, por favor, si tienes problemas con la máquina.
Once again, folks, not a decision that is like to be made, but definitely, unfortunately, that's one that had to be. So, drivers, like we said, if something don't feel right, sound right, smell right, look right, please pull over and stop. All goes out to fire them up and go. Let's go Mean Street, or Super Street rather. Justin Reggio and Wes Spry. Reggio in the number 3 qualifying spot, 786. Wes Spry, 17th at 828. Chris Wood, please meet your party behind the tower. Chris Wood, please meet your party behind the tower. So how about this, Higgins? We got a gift for you. Right here from Precision Turbo and Engine.
My guys, I love it.
Oh yeah, you got me one too.
Let's keep an eye on the pair right now. Wes Spry and Justin Reggio, the only nitrous car in the field. Ooh,
it's going to be close.
Top of the racetrack for the pair at the finish line. 7.76 the nitrous car. I see it from here. 8.16.8 there for Wes Spry, but I think I see it right around the 1,000. I hope I'm wrong. But Justin Reggio in the lone nitrous car goes to the top of the field. 776 with 175 miles an hour there for Justin Reggio. Nope, maybe not. No news is good news. Maybe I'm wrong.
Checking the racetrack here. Justin Reggio going to the number 1 spot. Call goes out. We're going to fire him up and go. Thank goodness.
So by 0.04 of a second, Justin Reggio takes number 1 spot away from Darren Barone. As looks like issue up at the top of the racetrack, waiting to see what's going on here. Nope, never mind. We're good.
Here's the deal. Charlie Barnes was in this car, but decided to take himself out. And now Patrick Estevez Jr., who won a couple years ago in this class, in this car, is replacing him. No, but by rule, Charlie Barnes' runs that he made are out as if the car never went down the racetrack.
Yeah, so we'll see here what Patrick Estevez Jr. can do here. The Coyote-powered Mustang on the right side. And I'll tell you what, this kid can drive a race car. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter where it's at. He's going to be a threat. He's won here before at the World Cup. We've seen him win at other classes and other tracks. He's been able to do it. He goes rounds here in the bracket program. This kid knows how to drag race.
He's a straight-up wheelman. And plus, you know, his grandfather, late great MI Hall of Famer Daddy Warbucks, Dick Estevez, I'm sure passed along that knowledge to him, to his other grandchildren, and Dick Estevez is surely missed here at Barrel National Raceway.
Yes, sitting to his left is going to be Wally Dahmen, the man out of Canada, the 92 Honda Civic. Already Turbo going to be on board here for his machine. As he currently sits 8th in the field. So we'll see where Pat Jr. is going to end up landing with the hit here.
Not about, you know, you got to pull yourself out of your car and you got to put someone like Patrick Estevez Jr. in it. Like your chances. Look at Patrick. Look at Pat Jr. go. Top end of the quarter mile. 788 with a 6, like he's been in it the whole weekend.
828 with an O there for Dahmen there on the left side. So solid lap for both cars.
Bien, seguimos activos, gente. Seguimos activos. World Cup Final.
as Carbigris and Chris Duckwitz.
Oye, la picó por el derecho, utilizando motor K24 Honda Power Carbigras por el izquierdo la Civic. Vamos arriba, gente.
Duckwitz right side here in the own brand. The number 3 qualifier currently Carbigris out of Canada. The Civic in the left lane. Currently sits 12th in the field. Trying to go into the 7s here. Went 8:08 with an 8 on the last run that he had. Or I should say for his best run so far here in qualifying. Chris Duckwitz, he's been 7:81 with an 8. For the K-Series Power Machine out of Pennsylvania.
Tiene carrerita buena, Omar ya.
Both drivers in. Lights going to be down. There goes the pickup truck. Here comes the Civic.
Cógela.
Top of the racetrack for Duckwitz. 7:78 with a 2 for Duckwitz and an 8:19.1 for Carbigris. So a solid lap from Duckwitz. He'll stay there the number 2. Actually go over to the number 2 spot and leapfrog Darren Barone and sit behind Justin Reggio.
Uy, subiendo la posición número 2. El K24 la picó con tiempo de 7:78, papá. Está que parte.
Next pair coming up, ladies, here's your girl, Nicole Elf, Miss PSI herself, coming out of Indiana, the 1992 Honda Civic. She's been in the 7s, trying to see if she can do it again here. She currently sits 13th in the field with an 8:10 with a 1 on the end of it. Jean-Francois Kelly sits left side of the racetrack out of Canada. It's the North versus kind of the North. As this PSI not able to find the next gear, but here goes Jean-Francois Kelly. He's got to absolutely stop practically around the 8th mile. He'll coast out to a 9:42.3 at 97 miles an hour. Has a tough break there for Jean-Francois Kelly. Both drivers had decent 60-foot times, but after that, it was not good either. 11:46 for the 6. There is Nicole Elk's machine.
Once again, Mickey Thompson Tires, Outlaw versus Extreme. The next category out, lanes 1 and 2. Mickey Thompson Tires, Outlaw versus Extreme. Your final call, lanes 1 and 2. The next category out.
Última llamada, categoría Mickey Thompson Tire. Aula versus Extreme a los carriles 1 y 2. 1 y 2. Vamos allá. Aula versus Extreme, muévelo. Dímelo, Eugene.
Next pair coming up here, left side of the racetrack, David No in the Civic out of Pennsylvania, B18 motor under the hood. The Rollo tuning, Aries piston, GSP machining, Alpha injectors, all on board, action clutch, heavy lift fabrication, Miles Kerr. He's leaving there on the Integra on the right side of the racetrack. He's got a nice pass coming together. Top of the racetrack for Kerr, 8:01 with a 7, 7:95 with a 1.
Oh, boy!
No, a solid lap there from the Civic. He will put himself solidly in the show, was 33rd coming in, sits 10th.
La Moosa, papá, entrando a la zona de los 795, 186 millas. La Moosa de David Ngio. Vamos allá. Nissan 240 por el izquierdo. La Civic por el derecho. Dímelo PR Beauty, dímelo PR Beauty. Ay.
Hi. That was probably weird. Aaron Lopez coming to the right side here in the Civic out of San Antonio, Texas. Left side, Patrick Duwan coming out of Canada, the 240 SX. It is one of the ultimate North versus South moments here. North from Canada, Dumont, Lopez, Texas. Number 17 and 8 here in the qualified field at the moment. This is a 32-car category. Lights are going to be down. Lopez, not a bad reaction time from that machine. There goes the 240. Trying to hold him off is going to be Lopez. Top of the racetrack. 794.4 for Lopez and a 785.0 for Patrick Dumont in the 240.
Oh, man, he goes to the number 4 spot. Aaron Lopez will go to number 9. Man, oh, man, I'm telling you, they're getting serious here in Real Street Performance Super Street.
They are treating it like it's their last qualifier, and so far, so good for the most part.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed. Yeah. Next up, it will be Juan Rodriguez in the Civic left side. Ricky Silva out of Jersey. It is 97 Civic. New York versus New Jersey. It's like a civil war of the Northeast.
Ricky Silva, the 830 with a 9. That car's got a lot more left in it. As the last event he was here for didn't qualify. This event still not quite really where that McLaren racing machine should be. So we'll see here if Silva can find a little bit more and move himself up the leaderboard. Juan Rodriguez, their left side, he's sitting with an 821.1. That car's got more left in it. He hasn't even been 180 miles an hour yet here in qualifying. We'll see if he can do it now.
Juan Rodríguez en el carril izquierdo sigue la posición número 19 con 8.21. En la número 21, carril derecho con 8.30.
Top of the racetrack, Juan Rodriguez in 04 with a 4. Rodriguez will move up the board as Silva finds a little bit more, going 8.22 at about 87. That'll put him 20th. Rodriguez in the number 14 spot. Look at this field so far. This is getting tight. Your top 16 separated by less than 4/10. It is a 32-car category. The bump spot you see up there is Joel Tavares, who's a 10.76.4, but on track is 31. Dennis Navarez and Trent George coming up now. This Mustang has not yet made a pass in qualifying. Broke a strut a couple days ago. Now they've got the car fixed. Trying to make the first hit here for the man out of Stevens City, Virginia. What will the Mustang do here in the pre-stage beats? Dennis Navarez there in the Civic and a Tampa Ford at 316 speed. Going to be on board. Lights are getting ready to come down. There goes Navarez. Here comes George.
He's going 121 short. Top of the racetrack, Navarez, 788, 188. A lot of smoke at the top end.
789 for Trent George. That will put him on his only lap in the field in the number 8 spot. Dennis Navarez will go to the number 6 spot there with that 788 with an O. Great lap for Dennis Navarez.
Dennis Navarez sube a la sexta posición con esos 7.88 y se mete en la pelea en los Super 16.
David Fondon El Papi, we need you up to the ET Shack. David Fondon El Papi, we need you up to the ET Shack. Next pair coming up here, right side of the racetrack, Juan Figueroa and Julian Burde. Burde left side out of Del Mar, Delaware. That 99 Civic not in the show. He's 34th at the current moment. He's been bumped out. 10.70 with an O right now is the best he's been able to muster. Mile per hour is so far down, we're not even going to mention it. Right side, Juan Figueroa. He's number 25 in the field, went 8.46.2 for the man out of Puerto Rico, 135.
Ambos corredores hasta el momento se encuentran fuera de competencia. Carril izquierdo con el número 34. Oye, carril derecho con el número 25 con 8.46. Vamos a ver si mejoran ambos tiempos y se meten en la batalla de los Super 16.
Christian Beans on for both. Here we see a side-by-side 7. Figueroa going to try to see if he can do it. Move himself up the field. Short time possibility for both as Burde out of it early. As Figueroa, top of the racetrack, 786 for Puerto Rico. 190 miles an hour there for Figueroa.
Nuevo récord para Juan Figueroa. Dímelo, Abraham, sigue on fire. Abraham Turing.
And again, Julian Burdett, that is exactly what you do when you have a problem. Felt something go wrong, pulled over, and stopped. That is a perfect example. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, as far as the Manly hard cards, they're in full effect. You can only be up here with your class. And your Manly hard card must be visible at all times. Right, John Vogel? Exactly. So if the enforcers, they have to stamp your hard card, if they have to punch your hard card once, that's your one and only warning. But if they have to punch it a second time, then you lose that hard card. Again, you can only be up here with a Manly hard card and as long as your class is running. So right now here in Real Street Performance, Super Street, Justin Reggie, number 1 qualifier, Chris in a Ford, Dugwitz in a Toyota, Darren Barone, Ford, Patrick Dumont, import. I'll tell you what, as they're pushing both cars off top end of the racetrack.
Man, I'm kind of looking at this, Fabian, and this is just nuts. You got Reggio there, the nitrous car, the Mustang on top of the board.
Domestic.
Chris Dudkowitz there, I believe, turbo pickup truck Toyota.
Import.
You've got Darren Barone, Mustang.
Yeah.
Patrick Dumont, Mustang.
Yeah.
Juan Figueroa, Civic.
Yeah.
Mike Chitinit, Mazda.
Yeah.
Dennis Tavares, import. Honda Civic. Patrick Estevez, Mustang, newer body. Trent George, Mustang, Fox body. Famania, Civic. Domin, Civic. Lopez, Palin, Eclipse. David O, So David O, Civic, Miles Kerr, Eclipse. Right now, that's your top 15. Parity, absolute on the money. Those guys are all in the 7-second zone. You have 15 cars in the 7-second zone here, Fabian. This is nuts.
Oh my goodness, is it nuts? And I tell you what, last year's bump was in 8:19. We're not there yet, but I think we can get there. The fans are still filing in here at Maryland National Raceway. I'm telling you, Higgins, this is, like I said, this is the marquee event of the year. It's the one, you see it all over social media. You see it on Facebook, Instagram, formerly known as Twitter, X, or what have you. You see it all over the place, and you see why we saved the best for last here at Maryland National Raceway.
Fabian, it's Saturday. They're still rolling it heavy, and I'll tell you what, if I hear the word sold out crowd later, I will not be surprised at all.
I think it's not if, it's just when.
I'm actually going to, just for giggles, I'm not going to agree with you on that one.
Okay.
But I will agree with you on that one.
You are, but the marketing side of you is, but the announcer side of you isn't.
I'm just not going to say it out loud.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, Higgins, I say to each other, that cannot be repeated with PA, probably never be said to each other.
As Jack Perry coming up here, as we got the all clear, Mike Jatennant and Michael Manley. And Mike Jatennant here, left side of the racetrack, he is going to be wheeling that Mazda RX-7 on the Coors Light side of the racetrack. He currently sits 6th in the field, and he's going to use a lot of racetrack trying to go back in the 7s once again. He went 786 from the floor for his best pass in qualifying. His other one was an 821. Michael Manley, let's just say not the weekend there the Rainbow Racing Machine wants to have for the 99 Civic SI out of North Las Vegas, Nevada. He's only been able to muster an 899. Right now he's 30th. Michael Manley should be able to skyrocket up this field if he can get through the gears.
As right now, 41 cars have officially taken time here. And tell you, Mike Jatennant, I think he can say he'll be racing tomorrow.
Yeah, 786 for the 4. That should lock you into the field.
Exactly. So Michael Manley, I think he's going to have to go a mid low 8 to safely put himself in.
Oye, R7 por el izquierdo, Honda Civic por el derecho.
Here's Mike Jatennant, 137 short, top end of the racetrack. How about that RX-7 to the other end of the racetrack? He's given by 775. Where the hell did that come from?
Michael Manley puts everybody on notice and goes number 1.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
775, 195 millas volando bajito Michael Manley. Cualificando ahora en la posición número 1 Honda Power.
Where did that come from?
Remy Racing back on top once again, and man, oh man. That is just calling your shot, swinging for the fence, and hit the grand slam right there.
He's like, watch this. Man, oh man. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I was for sure ready to give the number 1 spot to Justin Reggio. Man, was I wrong. As Len Bacon left side and Ray Rios right side.
Vamos allá, Rey Ríos por el derecho, Boricua por el derecho, Len Bacon por el izquierdo. 7-second alert, 7-second alert, vamos arriba. Dímelo DP Race Park, dímelo DP Race Park.
They're shutting them off there on the starting line.
Uy, problemitas para Len Bacon. Se quedó sin el Bacon ahí. Se va Rey Río solo. Vamos a ver. Uy. No. Apaga que nos vamos para atrás.
Assistant Chief Starter Mikey Cake will take a quick look at the racetrack.
We started right now checking for a piece of debris, but it sounds like the Knoppen was able to grab the debris.
So we'll be just fine as they see Mikey K is making the turn. The burnout. Here's the situation. They do have the option to do another burnout if they want to do so. Looks like both of them, Len Bacon says, no, I'm just good to go now. Ray Rios, he does have the option. He wants to do another burnout.
Volvemos con el boricua Ray Ríos por el carril derecho.
So Len Bacon, another stable here. Now, let me ask you this. Can he get into the 7? What about Ray Rios? We haven't really seen what this car is capable of this week. I think Higgins is still speechless from that 775.9 by Michael Manley. Going to number 1 by 0.003 of a second.
I'm still just processing that.
What did we just see?
I mean, front-wheel drive Civic. I just...
You don't know. I mean, you're speechless.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, when an announcer is speechless, it's like, wow. Len Bacon on the left side, Ray Rios on the right side. ACR, yeah, you got to stand over towards the black wall. You cannot stand in the middle when the car is staging. Len Bacon picking up the front wheel, set it down. Ray Rios is not going to be happy at all with that run. Neither is Len Bacon.
Wow.
869 for Bacon, he'll say 22. Ray Rios.
Oye, hasta el momento se queda afuera, hasta el momento Ray Ríos en la posición número 39 con 13.23. Vamos a verlo, Bori, no se dejen. Vamos arriba, Bori. John Viveros por el derecho. Lorianis por el carril izquierdo. La escudería de Mark Performance. Chupatek en la programación y Tavares Alignment.
Mitchell Muniz left side, 25th. Joe Barros in the 17th spot. Again, guys, we said you're like 29, 30, 31, you want to say. I would go up, and if you're not in the top 20, you may not be safe to stay in the field, to be honest with you. Battle of Civics ready to go. Mitchell Muniz from Kissimmee, Florida. Joe Viveros from Stamford, Connecticut is. I've never seen you this speechless for this long in 10 years.
I'm so happy for those guys, but I just never saw it coming.
Eating up. And problems there for Viveros and problems for Mitchell Muniz as Viveros is going to stop on the racetrack. But again, that does count as he made the run.
1.45 los 60 pies para Lorianis. Con problema la Hart. Melo Marcos.
And they'll get the Joe Viveros car pushed back as we'll go to our next pair of Carlos Olivo and Yero Vargas Lopez. Currently 29th and 30th. Just a moment here and we'll get back to it. But man, oh man, I tell you what, 775 with a 9 for Michael Manley. Like I said, I was ready to give the number 1 spot to Justin Reggio.
I mean, Michael Manley, 775.9. Just sport front-wheel drive cars, that is nuts. 195 miles an hour.
Call goes out.
We're knocking on the doors of 200-mile-an-hour passes
in Super Street
out of these machines. Mr. Reggio now second with a 776-2, the nitrous car, the only nitrous car on the field. So, I mean, the good news is you've got a Turbo Civic, a nitrous domestic, 1 and 2. Then you've got a turbo domestic there in 4th. You got the turbo pickup truck there in 3rd. So you've got good parity, which is the good news. The field is tight, though. You're top 16 all in the 7-second zone at the current moment. And we've still got plenty more action still to go.
And I'd say, remember, Outlaw vs. Extreme hasn't run yet.
Fabian, I think if you're not 8-0 or better, you're not safe.
You know, I can somewhat agree with that. What do you think, Kato?
Oye, alerta de 7 segundos, 7 second alert, Gerald Vargas. Por el carril derecho, Joel Olivo. Siki Traki con el Faster Motorsport.
And Joel Vargas Lopez, that K-Series power machine, looking to go to the 7s here right side. Carlos Olivo, he's been 7s. Can he do it? Could we see side by side 7-second Honda Civics right here? Qualifier number 4, Real Street Super Street at the Haltech World Cup Finals presented by Wiseco. Both these guys on the bottom side of the board right now, 30th and 29th, trying to rocket themselves into the 7 seconds in the top half of the field. Lights are to be down. 60 foot's good for Olivo. He's going 7s if he can get through the gears. Top part of the racetrack, Carlos Olivo, 783 with a 4, 848 with a 3 for Joel Vargas Lopez. Solid lap for him. Carlos Olivo will skyrocket himself to the number 5 spot.
1:37, los 60, pie para Faster Motorsport con Siki Traki en los controles. Dímelo Boricua, dímelo Boricua. Vamos apagados, vamos a activarnos, mi gente.
Your top 6 go import, domestic, import, domestic, import, domestic. The parity is there. The fight will be going down later. It's going to be like Muhammad Ali and maybe it's not paying enough attention.
Joe Frazier.
Yeah, sure.
Vamos allá.
I don't know boxing.
El Sami por el derecho, Cookie Team Racing en la casa, mi panita Juan Borges, el Bobo Racing en los controles. Dímelo Jonathan Turbo, dímelo Jonathan, New Generation Collision Center.
Juan Borges right side here of the Civic out of LA. Paul Bowen coming left side out of Canada. Split car performance of Big 18 Racing on board for right side belongs to split car Borges from Big 18. Looks good for Borges. Could he go 7s here? Nope, he's out of it early. That 60 foot was nuts. 8:53 with 2 there for Bowen. 9:33 with the 4 for Borges. Borges was a 1:39 short time, and he had a shot if he could get through the gears.
Paul goes number 31. Borges goes to the bump.
Edwin Lopez right side here, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the 97 Nissan Sentra. He's been 760s before. He is the world's fastest front-wheel drive Nissan.
Vamos allá, mira quién viene por el derecho, el Nissan, el Aciel, papá, el World Faster Nissan. Su mejor tiempo de 7:69, Pito Tuning en la mecánica y programación. Acura Intera, el boss del combate de Chúpate con Joel Tavares en los controles. Alerta de 7 segundos. 7 second alert. 7 second alert. Y que saca la camarita que hay carrerita buena.
We are ready to rock and roll. Lopez and left lane's going to fall flat. Here comes Lopez. 150 short time there for the Nissan. Big move there on the tires, around 150 feet. Top of the racetrack, up in smoke. 882 with a 2 for Lopez. As that thing right around second gear just started sliding the tires heavily, and you can see the tire tracks out there. And a lot of smoke from the Lopez car. Promar to back 1 and 2, please. Promar, the back lanes 1 and 2. Atomizer Racing Injectors, Renegade versus Modified, lanes 3 and 4 for Q4. Once again, Atomizer Racing Injectors, Renegade versus Modified, lanes 3 and 4 for Q4. Promar, the back 1 and 2. Renegade versus Modified, lanes 3 and 4.
Vía categoría Renegade versus Modified, Renegade versus Modified, carriles 3 y 4, 3 y 4, viene, bájalo, Renegade versus Modified. Wilson Tavares por el carril derecho, Cookie Team Racing. ¿Dónde están los dominicanos en los bleachers? El dominicano, grítale.
Most of ours, Jason Marsh. Look for side-by-side possible 7s. They got to get the 60-foot, get through the gears. Will they be able to do it? Wilson Guevara is here on the Napa side. Number 27, Jason Marks. He's 31st at the current moment. 850 to an 841 for the respective pair. Tavares with the better of the two. 2-6, side-by-side import. One's in, two's in, lights down. 60-foot looks decent for both. Top of the racetrack, Marsh is out of an 8-double-0 with a 1. Tavares misses the 7 by 0.02 of a second. But he will move up to the number 18 spot. Jason Marsh will go 837 with a 5 at 137. And he'll go to the number 28 spot.
Vamos allá, mi panita el pollito por el carril izquierdo. Edwin Rivera, Jason Bello, JBR Engine. Utilizando motor K20. La serie es lo que hay.
Edwin Rivera, left side of the racetrack. Jason Bello, right side of the racetrack. Neither one of these drivers have made a full pass yet. Rivera out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania in his Civic. Bello in his Civic out of Ruskin, Florida. North versus south here. Fourth pair of imports.
Oye, tremendo eventazo, tremenda categoría, mi gente. Miren cuánto está el Bonspot, mi gente, al final de la recta, ya en 8.82.
Three stage pins off of both. Bello right side, Rivera left side. Both drivers in. That was anticlimactic, as both drivers now going to have to hope and pray for that final qualifier. Right now, neither driver in the field. Rivera 15.27 and $1.30. As Bello 22.31 at 33 miles an hour. As you see the fire and EMT staff already running down there. Bello just to make sure he's okay, not leaking. With thumbs up from the driver to make sure he's okay. Oh, driver's okay. Pulled it over, played it safe. Car is dry is the word. And we'll push off the billing machine and go back racing here shortly.
Oye, queremos felicitar al Machuga, también está de cumpleaños. Landy Stowin también. Te dejaron venir para acá, papá. Landy Stowin, felicidades.
We'll push the Civic off and go back live here momentarily. I'll tell you what, Real Street, Super Street showing performance here this morning. All three classes absolutely showcasing why they are here at the Haltech World Cup Finals presented by Wiseco. I still am just trying to wrap my head around Michael Manley.
Viene, enciende, que seguimos con la acción. Dímelo Machuca que está de cumpleaños hoy de 58 años. Felicidades Machuca.
As we are ready to rock and roll here with the next pair. As Darren Barone come up here on the right side of the racetrack out of Greenlawn, New York, the 1980 Ellis-powered Mustang. Here on the Napa Lane, Holly EF5, Precision Turbo, all going to be on board here. Kevin Ailman on the left side of the Integra. Import DPS for El Chucky. Right now, that Integra outside looking here for the 19-year-old kid with a B-Series power under the hood. Kevin Ailman outside looking in. Right now he's 38th in the field. Darren Barone in fourth.
Darren
Vamos
Barone,
allá.
last year's winner.
Kevin Alemán, Chapulín Performance Jr. en los controles del Acura íntegra. Cari derecho, Darren Barone en el Mustang.
There goes Darren Barone, again, last year's winner, and he's out of the throttle. Kevin Ailman, does he get into the show? Yeah, 791, 188.
Zumba 791 para Kevin Alemán, 188 millas. Se mete al game en la posición número 14 para Kevin Alemán.
Great lap from Ailman, 791, 5 and a buck 88. Lost the rear bumper. He was going so fast out there. Able to pull the chutes, thankfully, and get it wound up as they grab that rear bumper from the Ailman machine.
El Acura, el Chucky, fue el que corrió ahora mismo 7:21. Saludito al convete del Chucky. Vamos allá de los querendones de Costa Rica, pura vida. Rolando Blanco por el derecho, DP Race Park. Nati Racing por el carril izquierdo, Rafa el Duro.
Precision Turbo Engine X75 versus Hot Rod to 5 and 6. Precision Turbo Engine X75 versus Hot Rod 5 and 6. Platinum General Services Pro Street Bikes, you're on standby. Platinum General Services Pro Street Bikes, you're on standby. Final pair, fourth qualifying session of Road Street Performance Super Street.
Vamos allá, Ray Art Tuning, Remy Beard. En la mecánica por Nati Racing, JRE Chip Repair, Rafa Boricua de Santa Isabel. Costa Rica por el derecho.
Rolando Blanco right now is, he's had a, can he unleash one?
Second alert being called for both sides. Rolando Blanco, Rafael Faminea, not for Blanco, but maybe for Raf.
Top end, quarter mile, not gonna, yeah, it did, 790, 192. He'll stay 13. Blanco has got a hope for that final qualifying session as I need the starting line cleared, please, as Rafael goes 192 miles an hour.
Not too many Civics can consistently go sevens. 790 to 789 there for Raf. Tell you what, looking good out there, that JRF machine.
Oye, consistencia lo que tiene Rafa en el Nati Racing. Cualificó también ayer con 789. Hoy hizo 790. Consistencia es lo que lleva hasta el momento en este weekend del World Cup Final Import versus Domestic. Seguimos activos. Dímelo, Fatherland Son, Auto C, activado. Dímelo, Miguelito Afal con BT Betún Performance, que es lo que hay. ¿Cómo están? Estamos activos, actívense. Betún Performance con sus camisas para la venta. Así que pasa por el vagón de Betún.
And folks, like I said, the starting line cleared while the officials do what they need to do to get this ready to go. I mean, that was a wild session of Road Street Performance Super Street. I mean, like I said, we talked about, obviously not having that fifth final session, but I think Super Street, they took that very seriously, and it paid dividends.
I mean, just an absolute fantastic qualifier, too. I mean, that was nuts. I mean, Michael Manley on top of the board, 775 with a 9. Justin Reggio, the nitrous car, number 2 with a 776-2. Chris Duckwitz, Darren Barone. I mean, you've got great parity here. You've got imports, you've got domestics, you've got nitrous, you've got turbo. You've got everything in the top half of the field that you could ask for.
And the bottom half of the field is going to be just as exciting, but hopefully we can get to that fifth and final qualifying session later on today as the officials out there doing a little scraping. Now, again, what they're doing here, folks, another question that we get asked is you got to have rubber laid down the racetrack. If you get too much rubber laid down over certain field, whatever, you got to scrape the old rubber up to get the new rubber back down.
So what they're doing right now is actually a scrape and smear. So what they're doing is they're actually pulling rubber where there's just a little bit too much or just some extra there from doing the track prep, tire drag, and things like that. They're pulling it up from there, and they're putting it down to the bald spots. These front-wheel drive Civics will rip all that rubber up. You kind of see it here if you're looking on speed video.
You mean
Flow?
Flow?
Or Flow. That's the speed video. FloRacing. You kind of see the spots that I'm talking about there, where it looks like a little bit more concrete is showing, and there's no, black rubber there. Those are bald spots. All that tire rubber has been ripped up, and what they're doing is they're pulling that rubber from outside, and they're reapplying it there on that bald spot. So they're trying to put the rubber back down. These cars will not grip to that straight concrete. They want to have that friction between their tires and the tire rubber that's already there on the racetrack, plus the traction compound that's down. And ain't going to work out very well if you're, like I said, just on that straight up bald spot out there of concrete. So they'll reapply it, they'll spray it, they'll drag over it, get everything smoothed up, cleaned up, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll once again.
This science track prep update brought to you by Chris Higgins. Once again, folks, we're just getting everything ready to go here for this Mickey Santana versus Extreme. Their fourth session of qualifying as we'll look at Rafael Famagna, 560 with a 0. Bill Lutz, your number
2023 World Cup. Haltech. So Haltech's a sponsor, so it wouldn't be a World Cup if I didn't stop by and talk to Nick from Haltech. Over here on the Midway, Nick, you got a smile. I rolled up. The place was crawling with people. What is it about Haltech being involved with World Cup?
Man, we just want to be out here. We want to help our customers. We want to make sure we take care of people that are running our product. We want to get our product to the people that don't know about it. We just want to support racing, man. We're out here for the racers. We're out here for the crowd. We just want to take care of people.
We were talking a little bit beforehand, like one of your mottos is empowering automotive enthusiasts. I mean, how long has Haltech been the primary sponsor for World Cup?
We've been on Haltech World Cup for almost 10 years, I'd have to say. I haven't been here for all of them. I've been here for the past 7 of them, but I know they've been doing it for longer than I've been around. It's been a while.
Well, I see Haltech legit. I see all these different bumper stickers and decals rolling around here at World Cup. The whole aspect, the energy when I come over here to see, you have so many different countries of racers that are over here in your Midway. So you and I talked. You're Polish. You live in Kentucky. You were born in Georgia. How is it difficult? I mean, it's got to be fun to try to communicate when you're talking about a data program.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It really is. Haltech has so many offices, not just here. We got 2 in the United States. We obviously are located in Australia. We have one in New Zealand. We have one in the Philippines. We have one in Austria, and we have one in the UK. So we're literally all over the world just because we have to take care of all of these people all over the world. It's not just here. It's not just in Australia. Haltech really is everywhere, man.
So how many different language technicians, employees does Haltech have on property right now? Like, I want to know how these meetings are going throughout the weekend. Like, do we have Google Translator out? That's been like my keyword all week.
Man, I've had to do that a couple times. We actually have some people here from Australia this weekend, which they speak half English. Another story there. We got some people from Malta, which is some little island you've probably never heard of off of Italy, I think. Dude, there's people from South Africa, South America, like you name it, there's people here. It's wild. I've had to use Google Translate to talk to people because some of them, like, you just can't understand them. They have English, or they try to have English. Like, type it out on a phone, you read it, you type back to me, we'll figure it out.
Well, there's one thing that everybody understands, and it's wiring harness systems, and Haltech has got a new product release that you have this weekend. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so we have this guy here. This is our newest ECU. This is a Nexus Rebel LS. So this is a direct plug-and-play system for a Gen 3, Gen 4 LS. So this thing here is going to come with our ECU, with a full wiring harness, with a wideband, and with some sensors. It's all plug-and-play. Done. It's $1,500. $1,495 to be specific. Like, that's cheap for everything you need to get your LS engine running. Like, comes in one box, you're done. It can program from your cell phone. So if you don't know how to use a computer, you think technology is the devil, everybody's got a cell phone. You can download the app. You can literally start your engine from your cell phone, drive this thing to a tuner, get it tuned, enjoy your ride. Try to make it simple.
For $1,495?
$1,495.
And if they use the discount code Nick at Haltech.com, they get how much of a discount?
Oh, it's just free at that point. Doesn't cost nothing. You're gonna take it. That's what it'll be.
Folks, Haltech, they're out here on the cutting edge. World Cup 2023. Stop by, check them out online. Tell them Nick sent you. You don't know. Maybe they'll cut some discount on your price. Free stickers. Nick said they give you free stickers. Let's get back into the action on track. Again, Haltech World Cup 20.
Burnout there from the Viper here to Roswell, Georgia. That is Ned Dunphy. As right now he's on the bottom side of the ladder, only number 15 with a 621.0. But even I believe this Viper's got more left to showcase. This thing is a street car and it is a fast one.
You think it can go there?
What?
It can go to that next number.
A 620?
I was thinking low 599.
One way to find out.
And down the racetrack, that's true. So Roswell, Georgia, Ned Dunphy. Is that a pretty start? He's gotten quicker. He's gone 6:44.5, 6:27.6, 6:21.0 for this Dodge Viper.
American muscle, baby, right here.
All right, again, right
I
now.
don't care who you are. If you don't love a Dodge Viper, man, I feel like you just don't love muscle cars.
Well, I mean, I drive a Dodge.
I drive an Avenger, not a Viper.
Still a Dodge.
It's like comparing an apple and a tomato. They're the same because they're both red.
They're both fruits.
Oye, cualificando número 15 con 6.21 Ned Dunphy en el Viper. Vamos a ver si mejora esos 6.21 para poner esto más atractivo, mi gente.
Here we go. Ned Dunphy, right side, Roswell, Georgia.
Lights are down there for Dunphy, 106 short time. Top of the racetrack, the Viper, 609.5, 247 there for Ned Dunphy, and a great pass for the Viper. Continues to be quicker with every run.
Iba que parte con 609, 247 millas por hora para Ned Dunphy.
Here comes your next pair. Carlos Bornegas right side here in Versatillo, the 1981 Corolla 2JZ Power, going out of Rhode Island. Now Versatillo, here on the right side of the racetrack. Left side of the racetrack is going to be Brian Johnson, the Hemi-powered 68 Dodge Dart out of Hainesport, New Jersey. Schaefer's Oil, Johnson's Specialized Transmission, Mark Benson Racing Power, and Power Mist Fuel all on board here. Right now, Versatile outside looking in, trying to go quicker. Johnson right now towards the bottom of the board with the number 15 spot. Needs to move up, trying to see if he can join the 5-second zone here.
Oye, buscando cualificar el versátil. Mi panita Carlos Borges, el Monkey. Vamos allá, Rosado Racing, JC Race Car. Blaine Johnson por el carril izquierdo al bando de los Domestic. Vamos allá. Viene donde están los boricuas, los bleachers. Grítale al versátil.
Right now, Carlos Borges not in the show. And like we said earlier, you got to treat this as this could potentially be the last qualifying session. Blaine Johnson, I would not be comfortable on a 618 with a 3 either. He's got that Dodge Dart's got to show us something here right now if he wants to be around coming tomorrow.
It's import versus domestic on the start line. The fastest cars on the property. Who wants to see the Dart going to the 5-second zone out the back?
Oh, yeah.
Who wants to see the Corolla go to the 5s and put it in the field?
Here we go. They're building it up. Johnson's in. Borges is in. 102 short, maybe not. Top end of the racetrack. How about a 6:01 to a 6:26?
Uy, 6.26, 231 millas para el versátil. Subiendo a la posición número 16. Todavía sigue apretado el versátil. Vamos allá, subiendo a la posición número 16. Y nos vamos con duelo de Domestic ahora mismo.
Jose Jimenez Jr. left side, Bill Lutz right side. Here's the deal. Bill Lutz just got bumped out. I'm sure he is aware of that in a 6:34 the 9. Higgins, 6:34 the 9 was good last year. It ain't going to make the cut this year. This is how much this class has advanced in just a year.
I mean, both of these cars, the two domestics on the outside of the field right now. Jose Jimenez Jr. makes the trip from Texas there with that beautiful looking Ford Fairlane, and he has to swing for the fence and try to put it in the field. Bill Lutz, kind of a bit of a surprise here. This man has been able to get it done in Outlaw versus Extreme for a number of years, and he might not even make the field at the current moment. He needs to swing. Both of them need to swing. They need to hit the home run here to make sure that they are solidified in the field, because again, as you said, Fabian, that last qualifier could be a question mark depending on the rest of the day plays out.
Y Bill Lutz buscando sacar nuevamente del Super 16 al Monkey en el versátil. Vamos a ver si mejora el Camaro por el derecho, Farland por el izquierdo.
Here we go. Bill Lutz 101 short, top end of the racetrack, problems for Jimenez. And Bill Lutz 6:01, he gets in at only 201 miles per hour. So Higgins, I gotta believe he was out of it going through the finish line.
Yeah, that car was smoking a little bit, as looks like Jimenez also smoking as he stopped right around the 1,000-foot or so. That car's smoking pretty good out there.
Oye, se mete en la posición número 12, se acomoda mucho mejor Bill Lutz con 6:01, 201 millas. Hizo un octavo de 3:86, que eso es de 5:8 por ley al cuarto de milla. Pero ya tú sabes, mira las millitas, 201 millas, que ya se saben que con esa milla no hay 5 segundos.
Little fire under there of the Falcon, and maybe some oil hitting the headers there or something, but tough break there right now. Jimenez outside looking, and Bill Lutz though moves himself up number 12 spot, and we kind of saw him there out of the gas early. So that was an easy 5-second pass. Kedal and I were talking about it there off the mic for a moment. I mean, that was definitely a 5-second run. That should move him up farther, but again, puff of smoke right before the finish line. Asher got out of it early. He was only 201 miles an hour. He was around 200 or so at the 8th. And it sounds like we're going to have some cleanup here on the racing surface. Jose Jimenez Jr. there in that third lane. So while we get cleaned up underway here, we're getting a few words from the sponsor we have right here in Southern Zone, Miller National Raceway. The 27th annual Haltech World Cup Finals, presented by Wiseco.
Engine industry leader, engine management and performance automotive electronics. For more information, visit haltech.com or find us on Vendor Road.
JPC Racing is the East Coast leader in late model Ford performance. They offer installations and unbeatable pricing on all high-performance parts and accessories. JPC is an industry leader in aftermarket EFI systems with years of proven track and dyno tuning experience. Contact JPC today to book your session on their new main.
Bill, nice lap. You picked up a little bit, but now you climbed out of the car. I expected them hooting and hollering, and that's not what I got. I got a whole lot of what's up. What's broke?
Yeah, there's something broke in the car. I don't know. It had the worst vibration ever in the shutdown. It was trying to rip the transmission off of the Bruno unit. So I don't know if we have a U-joint froze up or something, but something let go right before probably about 900 feet in, so I shut it down early. But we was planning on going like a 580 there, but obviously you said it went 601, so You know, I had to shut it down a little early because, like I said, it picked up a massive vibration. But we'll get it fixed. We got any part we need in the trailer.
So Q4, we're going to see a 5-second.
Oh yeah, they said if we went 580 here, we was going after number one after that 60 flat. But we'll see. I think a 6.0 will put us in the field well, so they'll probably still go for it.
Yeah, no, I would really venture to say you're probably solid going into Q4.
Yeah, so I expect the guys to go after number one in Q4 or Q5.
Is it 4 or 5? It's day 7, day 8. Nonetheless, folks, building a team, get it back in the pits. They'll get it turned back around. Stay tuned. Q4 will be coming up soon.
Thank you.
FloRacing has produced high-quality and innovative driveline components for domestic and sport compact application. The McLeod Tuner Series is your choice for street, drift, road racing, or drag racing application. Clutches, throw-out bearings, and lightweight flywheels for your import car. Check out the McLeod by PTT clutch line. 7 1/4, 0.5, and 4.5-inch clutch kits and flywheel. We're your one-stop shop for drivetrain. Visit the booth on the Midway to become McLeod equipped today.
Looking to boost the performance of your vehicle?
If you're building a track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture some of the best billet performance parts in the market today, from transmission conversions to custom carbon drive shafts and drive shaft adapters. We use only the highest quality materials and equipment to ensure that our parts are not only strong, but also the finest quality. Whether you're looking to improve your vehicle's performance, reliability, or durability, Autosports Engineering has the perfect solution for you.
We drive tech. We drive the industry. Going beyond the limits and advancing forward. A versatile all-in-one solution. We're here for you every step of the way. And that's why you see Fuel Tech everywhere.
Whether you're building a dedicated track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture top quality billet performance parts that cater to a wide variety of applications, from transmission conversions and custom drive shafts to valve covers. We use only the finest materials and advanced technology to produce the most reliable parts out there, and